way number one. Right. She before everybody.
She before everybody. Okay. So that's why you right there making sure.
That's why I'm right there. I'm right here. My other brothers, you might not see them, but they there too.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they're around. Come on, you don't need no security or nothing.
I know.
Right. But thank you for that, Gideon. Now, on to you, ma'am. My first question is this. When you first got accepted to be on the four, before all the hoopla and everything, what was it? Like, what was that feeling for you when you was going to be on the show?
Well, it was a long process going up until then, before y'all saw me on TV. And like a lot of behind the scenes is just like a lot of hard work
that we don't see,
that you do not see. Like they don't tell you. Like we had to audition before that, right before the main audition that was going to even determine if they wanted to fly you back to LA to even be to audition on the show. But I sent in videos, and then they flew me out to LA, and I did this audition in front of the execs of the Four and of Fox, and they loved me. They flew me back out, and I got on the show. Gideon was there with me, as y'all saw in the first episode that I was on, the 5th episode, and the feeling was just like, I just need to get a seat. I gotta get a seat.
Just give me a seat. Just give me at the table.
Just give me a seat. And honestly, that was the most nervous I've ever been at that point.
At that point.
At that point, that was the most nervous I've ever been. But I will never forget the first time I walked out on stage. I had on my glitter jacket, my leather skirt, my fishnets, my gold heels, and the crowd just went crazy. They just went crazy. Like, they saw my smile. They saw what I had on. And they just loved me. They just like loved me.
Wow. And Gideon, seeing that, how was it to see your sister when she's walking out on that stage? And you know, from American Idol, you know it's big time when you step out. But seeing baby girl get up there, what was that feeling like for you?
Idol, but my sister actually won on this show. So seeing it was like, for me, it was more like a dream come true. So for is like, to me, that's my dream. That's all our dream. That's Memphis' dream.
That's Memphis' dream.
To have a superstar to finally come in the world where music ain't like how it used to be.
Right.
We needed a soulful woman, female, to come in the industry and hit us like this.
And that's why it was so big. And ladies and gentlemen, Evvie went to school with my daughter Takia, and she was like, she said, "Dad,
shout out to Takia,
shout out to Takia." And she said last night when I told her I was going to interview you, she was like, "Dad, I'm gonna tell you like this. Every time we went on, she looked like a star already." She said she carried herself like she knew where she was going. And she said, "Dad," she used to practice signing her name on my math notes because she said, when I start signing autographs, I want to practice. But all that, it's like, and I try to tell young people, if you saw yourself, you saw it. Even when I asked you back in the day, what you want to be? I'm going to be a singer. When you had that in your mind and you start preparing like you already there, look what happens. You see what I'm saying? So now I'm looking at her like, okay, I see Puffy hugging her, I see Khaled all up on her. I'm like, to be from Memphis, you had the whole Memphis on your back. How did it feel when you was going out there to sing that final song?
To sing my final song, I got into a place where I was just like, it's not really nothing else I can do but leave it on the stage, no matter what happens. And I was very much aware that the competition, like the win, could go either way, whatever the judges were looking for, because who were in the top 2 was just me and Candace. And Candace, like, she's so sweet and her voice is just like so amazing. So but her voice is completely different from mine. Right, you're like, she cool and everything, but her voice completely different from mine. It's different. It's real different. That's why I said like it could have went either way, wherever. It was really just all on the judges. But my final song was Glory, John Legend featuring Common, and that was just my that was just my song saying, this is my final song. I'm here. I want to win. I've already won them if I done made it to the finale.
Right.
And I knew that I had the support of my whole city on my back. I knew I had my whole family.
Yes.
I knew I had my whole family. Like, everybody was, they were just so supportive of me. You know, they were saying, I was already getting messages like, even if you don't win, we still got it.
Before you even went on.
Before the finale.
Before the finale, you already had support coming in.
Yeah, support was coming in real tough, especially from Memphis.
Wow.
Especially from Memphis.
Ladies and gentlemen, y'all hear that, right? You see how she said Memphis. This is, and our brother said, this is a win for the whole city.
Yes,
and we needed something like that. And that's why I said, when you hear it, look, this is 88.5, the new home of Evvie McKinney, Gideon McKinney. Matter of fact, all the McKinneys is always up. I don't care if it's a mixtape, demo. Look, we gonna do that thing because we want to make sure we support our own. That's something that's missing.
Yes, it is.
We have to support our own.
Yes, it is.
And being from Memphis and you on the stage like that, I mean, you looking at people, New York, Atlanta, Nashville, you know, but coming from Memphis, I mean, how's that feeling? Because you did have the whole city on your back.
Yes, I did.
Was it any different treatment? They talk about your accent. How did that go?
Really, they talk. Everybody, even like my angels, I call my fans my angels, but everybody, they're so in love with me, and everybody's calling me the new America sweetheart.
The new
American sweetheart.
Hey, Gideon, that's a good name right there.
Yeah. And I tell them, like, this just me, everyday me. You know, I'm from Memphis. We real country down here. We love good we love good cooking, but we really love good music. And one thing that really stuck out about me on the show before I even opened my mouth was she's from Memphis. Okay, they thinking about Aretha. They thinking about the staple singers. They thinking about Isaac Hayes. They thinking about Otis Redding. They thinking about Eddie Floyd. They thinking about all these legendary people. They thinking about Elvis Presley. They're thinking about legends. So they like, if she coming up here like this, country is I don't know what. It ain't no telling what she about to do. Because
they can't really read you. You know, they say, like, she got a look, but she coming from the city of legends.
Wow. So that's how it was. And when I was there, you know, even in my sound checks, I never did anything full out. I just made sure, you know, my mic was okay. I made sure that the music was good. I was just making sure that everything was okay. But I've always been like that. But when I get on that stage and it's time to give it, I'm giving it 1,000,000,000%.
We can tell, because you know, some of those pictures when they catch you bent down and like, I'm putting my everything into this. You know what I'm saying?
So everything.
And getting on American Idol, yes, that's a different name show. But at the end of the day, it's like you still singing in front of millions of people.
That's right.
From being on American Idol and being with your sister on the 4, was there a difference in the crowd, or like is it the same type of thing with a different name, or is it just totally different altogether?
You know, it was a different time. It's a different time, and I tell people all the time when I've been talking to people since everyone to show that it's a different time. It's every time.
It's every time.
It's Evvie's time.
Evvie's time.
I went on American Idol 12 years ago when I was 17, and that God was showing me, I'm gonna take you here. But now we see the reason why I went that far, because now my sister could even go a little step further, bigger step further than where I went. And that's what it's all about. And Evvie's first song was Rise Up, and then she ended with Glory.
Come on now.
It's like you can't beat
Come on now. Come on. You talking to the conscience of the people, the watchers, especially what's going on in America. Was you pre-planned to do that, or was it a feeling? Because you sung to the very core. I don't want to say, I'm gonna say Black America, but white America too. But it was like for Black people singing those songs, right? Stay like you telling us.
And that's how it was.
Really?
And that's how it was. And honestly, the producers on the show, they knew that I wasn't like a full pop. I can do pop music, but they knew that I didn't want to do fun music. I wanted to do something that was going to make people stop and listen to me. And I think that's what really that's what really, you know, made me really go as far as I did.
Right.
You know, because I really did want something that I could not only sing but perform to the point where people could feel everything I was saying. You know, and I feel like that's what's missing in music today.
Right.
Music should be like therapy. It should be something that you can. It should be an outlet for you. That's how I feel. It shouldn't make you want to hurt somebody. It shouldn't make you want to do things that you shouldn't be doing.
Listen.
Yeah.
Man, that's exactly.
Yeah.
Because especially when you was hitting some of them notes, it was like, it just went into the body. Like,
Yeah,
you sing it, it go
like
through the
a
ear.
sword.
But it's like, wait a minute, hold on. Let me get my life right. Let me clutch my chain or something. And get right. Right, it's penetrating.
Yeah.
So if by you saying that you was making an effect, I imagine the people in the building that was there. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that I was like, and that's why when I asked you about American Idol, is it the same type of crowd, people, or it's like, is it a mixed crowd? So are you looking at the crowd when you sing it?
People are with people the same. The people are the same everywhere you go. But people follow trends. And Evvie ain't never been a trend. She just always been a showstopper. She was born a star. It's just like the greats, like Nina Simone, like Dr. Martin Luther King. They were disruptors in the world for a good cause. They made people stop in their tracks and pay attention. And that's what Evvie did to the whole world, to America. We needed this come up.
We needed this like big
That's
time.
what he doing. Have you ever heard any of his music?
I heard some a long time ago. Takia was playing something.
Revolutionary. We starting a revolution.
Didn't y'all you started singing?
He got a song.
We sing together too. This is my side kick.
Okay.
This is my right hand.
It's the right hand.
Yeah. And I believe it's vice versa too. You know,
is.
and she supports me to the fullest. What people don't know is Evvie is the biggest supporter of everybody.
Come on now.
She spends most of her time sharing other people's posts, putting other people out, singing background for other people. Before she went on the show, she was on tour with Bobby Rush. You know, Frazier Boy. You know, she been doing this for other people so long. It was just her time to come on up.
Wow.
Yes, it was divine.
So when you were singing all those times, when you singing back with Bobby Rush, Frazier Boy, your brother, traveling around the city, was it a end goal, or was it something you had your mind on the whole time? Because sometimes some people say, I just sing to sing, but sometimes when you have a focus singer, were you seeing yourself in a place, or what did you see when you was doing all this singing with your brother and everybody?
Yeah, so funny story, since you are Takia's dad.
Okay.
Funny story. Me and Takia we were classmates all through high school. All through high school. So out of probably everybody, Takia was the only person that really knew me. I mean, everybody else knew me, but she was the one I would talk to a whole lot. She was like the only person that would help me with math, because even to this day, she know I can't stand no calculus. But she would help me, but I would tell Takia, like, when we became seniors, she was like, are you going to college? You know, what you gonna do? I know you a singer, but what you gonna do? And I just tell her, girl, I don't even like calculus. You got to help me with calculus, but you know it don't take nothing for me to get on no stage. So it's always, ever since I was a little girl, you know, I've always wanted to be on TV. I've always wanted to do shows. I've always wanted to travel the world. And I started traveling with my brother and his band. And we went all overseas, all around the United States. And that was just something and it was with my brother, so it was just like, it was just like something like, this is what I'm gonna be doing for the rest of my life. Like, nothing in the world makes me more happier than being on stage.
Really? So you would see yourself, like, you could see yourself one day, I'm gonna be there, like, just, and you see, no matter, and I tell people, you gotta put the work in. So imagine if you didn't have your brother and Frazier Boy, Bobby Rush, then it's like, okay, I'm a bedroom singer, but you gotta get out there. You gotta you gotta get out here and try these different cities. I'm sure you done been in some of the different cities that may not be big lights, bright city, but it seemed like it all paid off.
Yes, it did.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, it did.
All paid off.